Hello everyone, I'm Alexis, and this match we're gonna see how I get these many kills and I'm still able to perform with 140 ping, okay? Now the approach of this match is gonna change a little bit different compared to what we saw in the last video, because on this one I'm trying to take a different play style. Like I'm actually not trying just to scale a macro. I'm playing macro of course as much as possible, but I'm trying to play my micro with early game. That is to say, with the new changes of Aphelios and all the things, the patch and everything, you know. The thing that is happening now, more often than anything, is that Felix has a decent early game, right? Like maybe good early game. As you can tell here by the play of the lane, we try to block them down as much as possible. Okay, let me go back a little bit, just because this is very important. Okay, here, this spot, arriving early to the wave. I know a lot of people don't really pay that much attention to this, but just being able to poke them out with one Q, with one auto attack or two auto attacks gives you an insane lead early game, especially if you're playing biscuits with Cosmic Insight. I love Cosmic Insight because it allows you to have 46 seconds less on flash, and if you pay attention and track summoners, it translates into extra kills, into being safer, into a lot of things, right? But now with that poke from the Karma and from me, we are allowed to push them out of the wave, right? As you can tell, I get out of the bush and I get back in the bush after landing an auto attack, so that way I drop the minion aggro, auto attack, get into the bush, and try to look for another auto attack, while not losing every single minion randomly, right? Unless I'm committing for a huge trade like that. Last auto attack, I made sure to get my minion, and then since I knew that I could commit for 3 auto attacks there, then I go focus on the 3 auto attacks then. Now, as you can tell here, I'm trying to follow up, but do not waste like minions randomly. Like I wanna follow up, I wanna do damage, but there are so many minions on my side, and I know they're gonna die very fast because of a huge wave, so I need to focus on that first. Now, as I told before, there are 3 rules that you need to follow up if you wanna win. First rule is do not die, second is farm every minion possible, and third is punish mistakes. Okay? So here we're focusing up on playing in a very good way around the first rule, which is not dying. And how do we play around that? By not taking poke, right? By not taking trades. What we're trying to do is lower their HP, but do not lower ours. Because most of the time, if you're gonna play a 2v3 bot lane, which is if you're playing very aggressive and you're trying to look for plays bot lane, most of the time you're gonna deal with that, right? Now my kiting is not perfect. It's far away from perfect. The way I dodge spells is far away from perfect, because as you know, here we're playing with 140 ping and we're trying to reach Grandmaster at the very least in NA. And yeah, in order to do that with 140 ping, I need to focus a lot of macro on decision making more than just micro, because to be honest with you, I really don't give a damn about early game pressure, because I know that just through my kiting I can get a lead here. Anyway, focus up on this, delivering Q into Gravity. I'm not using Gravity Q because I know I'm gonna try to play against Cassis, Gravity Q into Calibering Q into Auto Attack with Inferno, making sure they kill him, then Biscuits, Auto Attack with Gravity to space out a little bit, out of vision, Inferno, Auto Attack into Inferno Q, free kill, right? Biscuit makes this possible. Triumph makes this possible. Alacrity gives me enough damage to perform that without dying. And then on top of that, I am allowed to keep stepping up because what? Biscuits again, right? It's so good. And brother, don't even tell me for a second. What about Conqueror? Don't even say it. Don't even say it. Please. Anyway. Yeah, as I was saying, we focus a lot on macro while not getting rid of our micro, right? Like I was telling you. If I was with 3 ping, like I usually play, I really don't mind about the early game pressure, because I know I'm gonna win early game just through kiting, right? Just through spacing out properly, getting one out of there, getting another out of there, getting another out of there, and then suddenly I have a lead in HP, and then I can sound them out of the wave. Now here, can I do that? I cannot do that. And if I do that, it's gonna be very tricky and not really reliable. And if it's not reliable, then why am I even trying to do that, right? Like, do not focus on things that are out of your control. focus on things that you can control. And one thing that I can control for sure is the macro. So that's what I'm trying to focus on now. Not trying to go crazy, getting the wave into... I want to get Drake, but Nunu has no plan. So I'm just trying to hover. Every wave, every rotation, every push, every minion needs to have a purpose here. And you may think that this is easy to do, deeper this is not easy to do at all. Because most matches, we're actually dealing with different scenarios where if I die one time, maybe two times, I'm just gone. Like, I just lose the game. But I promise you, I had Taric mid lanes with 40 CS, 25 minutes. I had supports running down in lane. I had jungles going AFK, even if I'm playing mid lane and winning. Or I had comebacks that were completely denied by my team FFing at 4, with 4, right? So yeah, and I just play wild. I love it though. I love it. People are so fun here, and you know, the way that they banter each other, it's so fun. Like, it's so funny. You guys, let me know if you think the same thing, okay? Also, another thing that I'm trying to do here, sorry about that little sidetrack, is that I have tested the Unital again in this server. Why did I do that? I did that because I was struggling to make good value, get good value out of Collect. On Jomus was not really looking good for me, right? Like, I managed to get some early game pressure, but then when I reached 2-3 items, it really was not that good. It was not that good, as we know. And since Jomus allows you to get a lot of move speed and kite properly, brother, with 140 ping, I was able to kite more things, but it did not translate into me 1v9 in the game. So I'm not doing that. And then I tried the Juntal, and most of the time what happens is that you still land 2-3 auto attacks. Maybe you land one extra auto attack, but maybe like one of 5 scenarios you land one extra auto attack. On the other hand, with Collector you have way more reliable damage that you know is gonna perform, not compared to the Juntal, right? And if you land attack speed, you just put... What I have been doing here, by the way, this is very important, right? My level up that is working for me very good in this spot with these runes, and with this setup is like a double up the D4s with... by the way, look at my karma. My karma was performing though. But I was doing something, and the smaller was probably tilted. Anyway, what I was looking for was doing the E max, alright? W level 1 and then E max, and from after maxing E, or after I need to pick up from Q and W, I drop 1 point in Q, 1 point in W. That way I keep my attack speed like useful, and I do not max W. I just put 1-2 extra points and then max E and then max Q, right? Like, let me say it again so it's easy to understand. W level 1, max E. When you need to level up Q or W, I put 1 point in Q, I put 1 point in W. Okay, nothing more than that. And then I max Q and then I max W. That's how it is. I'm playing Berserker Grips too. So you can tell when you finish Collector, you have plenty of damage. And this spot, when you have like 5 kills ahead, when you have elites, this is where the game truly starts, you know? If you are not able to find anything in bot lane and you die 1-2 times, for me, with this ping, with the runes that I got, it's pretty much game over. And to be honest with you, most of the times, I don't know how it is for other people. Like, I know I'm a nobody, right? I know I'm nobody. I'm just a regular very little raccoon streamer, right? I know I'm that. But I have seen for other people in NA when they play here, especially streamers, because there are a lot of that about streamers. The people don't FF, right? They try to extend the game a lot, and they usually don't deal with people like FFing at 15, FFing at 4. You know, or use AFK because they had a bad matchup. In my case, it's not like that. In my case, people, when I'm not carrying, when I'm -1 or -2 kills in lane, when I die 2 times, people use FF like instantly. I do not get to play this game at all. So, and I have encountered that scenario plenty of times, right? And I am still adapting. I'm still improving because I've been stuck in Emerald 4 for like what? For like 1 day, 2 days, and now one day I go from Emerald 3 to Emerald 1. And now we're gonna probably get next day from Emerald 1 to Diamond 4, Diamond 3, and so on, right? Improving, adapting, overcoming, right? And since we don't really play late game, a flash, auto attack, graviton Q, crescendum swap, crescendum auto attacks for extra attack speed, the closer I am, pretty good. Since I'm playing here, I usually don't reach late game. I'm playing these runes, right? And I do believe strongly that Cosmic Insight is way better than Magical Footwear. I understand Magical Footwear value, around 300 gold from the boots, around 40-60 extra value from the Magical Footwear boots, the extra move speed, that is to say. Not good enough for me. Definitely not good enough. Why is that? Because I'm not really looking to get boots soon. And on top of that, I get more value out of having my flash and barrier lower cooldown, because I can translate that into some early fights that I should be able to take. And I can snowball even more, because once you get elite, you decide whatever the hell you wanna do in the game. Like, I know I tell you guys plenty of times, right? Auto attack Inferno Q, change to Calibrum auto attack. No, here is my fault, right? Here is my fault because I tried to hit the Rakan, I tried to hit the Mel, and I did not make up my mind. Still, I'm allowed to kill the Mel because Inferno Calibrum combo is very strong, like procs PTA very easily. And on top of that, yeah, I just did not make up my mind. I did not make up my mind. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I have when I deal with this ping. Is that if I do not play the team fight in my head beforehand, right? If I do not know what I'm gonna follow up, if I do not have a plan, okay, if I see Malzahar ultimate, I'm gonna Calibrum Q, Calibrum ultimate. If I do not do that, then the 0.1, 0.2 that I take to make a decision, it translates into 0.5, 0.7, right? Like the amount of ping that I have, it gets high. And then that half a second, maybe I'm miscalculating the numbers, right? But you get the idea. That extra time that I have to endure because of the ping, and that extra time that I take because I am thinking, translates into not being able to land skill shots. So the thing I have found here, or I'm trying to do now to be able to land more skill shots more often and follow up faster, is like just play the team fight in your head, right? I do not do that often when I'm playing with 3 ping. Why is that? Because of the fact that I do not have to, right? I just need to follow my muscle memory, and through muscle memory, I can kite like a madman. Have you guys seen the own hit climb, the AP climb, the unranked to master climb, bro? It was crazy. Not for a second, not for a single second I turned on my brain. I promise you, not for a single second I thought, oh, rotations, oh, early game. No. It was just kiting. It was just kiting, bro. I promise you, everything was kiting. No, but here I cannot kite. And since I cannot kite, I need to use my brain. I need to learn to use my raccoon brain, right? So what I'm trying here, first of all, is that try to follow up animations, try to follow up things that are very telegraphed. Like Malzahar getting into a good position as soon as I see the first quarter of the second of the ultimate, follow up instantly. Like, I need to have that on my mind. I need to be like a chimp, bro, right? Like, and follow it up. You know, chimps have a very crazy fast reaction speed. You guys know that? Isn't that crazy? Anyway, as I was saying, that is the way that you need to play. And when you get a lead, you can decide to do whatever the hell that you want with a game. Now, what I recommend is, do not go crazy. Do not try to look for pressure, random fights, like bait types of things like that, right? For example, there I'm not committing next to the Rakan because I know I can kill Rakan. Auto attack, graviton Q, crescendo ultimate, 2 auto attacks more, brother is dead. Should I do that? Should I commit my positioning to try to kill a Rakan? I should not do that. Why is that? Because it's not worth it. I do not have to do that. I have my power spike, but I want to play Herald. I want to play objectives. That's my only play. That's the only thing I want to look for. And at this point, deciding what to do, another thing that I love about playing this build with Collector Infinity Edge because Infinity Edge does more damage than Aldiar as long as the enemies are not going past 160, 170 armor, and with Davis and being a bruiser they get around 120, 130 armor. So that's something that you can actually play with, right? Like Collector into Infinity Edge is good, it's nice, it works. By the way, thing I'm trying to do in this spot is stay mindful of what is my win condition, which is scaling even though I have early game runes, and do not die a single time. Now the next thing that we're gonna see when we reach mid game is me catching up waves, trying not to go crazy following the stuff, and just being able to play around objectives by patience and good positioning. Okay, nothing else. If I push more than that, I'm gonna end up fumbling, I'm gonna end up running it down, and if any of those things happen, I'm gonna be in a very bad position. Then again, I would say my team is not just a bunch of baboons here, right? Like they are playing good. I think they are playing good. Nobody's running it down, and on top of that, they are trying to play with me too. Like for example here, look at this positioning, right? Like I'm trying to play this, but I know if I step up too much, Mel just roots me, Q, and I don't know where Kha'Zix is, I don't know where Smolder is, and Smolder was behind the wall. So what happens if I get rooted? Smolder ultimate, Smolder W, Smolder Q, and I might die. We don't want to deal with that scenario. Just one dead might cause the game to lose, right? Maybe one dead is not enough in this scenario, but it definitely is gonna make the game way harder. And then 2 deaths is just almost impossible, and then 3 deaths you just pretty much lost the game. And that is what is my experience so far, and that's no reason why I think you guys watching this series, this new series of videos, is gonna be very helpful, because I'm trying to focus a lot on fixing every single little mistake that I have, right? Every single little thing that could be bad, every single little thing that was a macro issue, and this could help you guys a lot, because this is gonna be more like a decision-making type of video, right? Decision-making type of gameplay more than kiting gameplay. Because I have talked with people that said that kiting is something that you cannot teach, right? Muscle memory is something that you cannot teach. I disagree. I disagree because I do not believe that it's like teaching muscle memory, but it's more like teaching the things that you need to do to develop that muscle memory, right? That's why I recommend people doing M trainers so much, and that's what I say that if I'm playing with lower ping, I don't need to turn on my brain. I don't need to think about macro. I don't need to think about anything. I just need to guide. As you can tell here, Graviton Q, Graviton Ultimate, Auto Attack Inferno Q, Severum Auto Attack, Severum Q. Karma managed. Made a mistake, getting too close to the brother, but it is what it is. It's fine. Not that bad, you know. And since I grief spacing, it's okay. No problem. It is what it is. But I play good. Everybody makes mistakes. Either way, these Berserker Greaves boots improved gives you so much more speed though, by the way. I'm not going to unit boots if I have feats of strength, because the feats of strength boots from Berserker Greaves, the 10% attack speed on hit, it is so good. It allows you to do so much more. And well, the attack speed is nice though, you know? Not precisely good, but pretty nice. Here I'm taking a risk. Here I'm taking a very big risk that is not really that necessary, but I wanted to do it. 700 gold. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something very important here. When you play with this amount of ping, right? It's not just difficult to do combos, because most of the combos just get messed up because of the tempo, but it is difficult to think properly too, because you like my hands, I know with my hands I'm doing something, but it's not showing on the screen. I like this, right? Auto attack, crescendo Q, auto attack, I try to flash away, crescendo Q. Played horribly, played disgusting. You know what I should have done? I should have done crescendo Q in the tree bush, auto attack before my crescendo Q, and then flash the wall, and then auto attack, Calibrum Q or Calibrum auto attack from far. And I survived that. And I beat him. Because I only needed to land one more auto attack, bro. It's not that difficult, you know? Then again, Then again, my cutting powers do not exist, so I need to turn on my brain. Yep. Either way, my team is doing good, doing the attack can. When I got killed by Kha'Zix top lane, so they have free things to bot lane. There is a free follow-up, Crescendo Q into Caliburn auto attack. I'm always trying to do Crescendo Q before following up, so that way if the brother were to dash, or I don't know, Rakan were to follow up the Shen with a charm, Eon Shen, charm, W on Malzahar to destroy the thing. Okay, look at that, that is very important, right? Mel used the shield. Now this is a top tier thing that you need to pay attention to, because when Mel uses the shield you have a very huge window where you can follow up with any other spell and secure a kill there, right? Like, yeah, as you can see, Caliburn ultimate max range. Funny thing you guys did not know, Caliburn ultimate actually has, well, not Caliburn ultimate, every ultimate has more range than Caliburn Q, even though the tooltip doesn't show it. Crazy, right? Crazy. Either way, we are still trying to play slow, not trying to hard commit into anything, but still be able to be at max range and answer anything that I have to answer, right? Like for example here, the brother pushing the Rakan out and me out attacking, playing slow inhibitor, not really following out, not really trying to catch, being in danger when they look for more kills, because I promise you, if I step up, they would step up with me too, and then that would translate to all of us getting killed, because I'm not kiting, bro. I'm not kiting that Rakan W. I tried and I fail every single time. Even if I react at the same time the Rakan is trying to drop W me, I misplay it. Maybe I need more move speed, yeah, maybe I just need more move speed, but that's how it was all this time. Then again, as you can tell here, the thing that you need to do mid game, late game, more often than not, is you get out of the base, and first thing that you look for is not autopilot mid lane, okay? Is jungle camps and top lane, bot lane, mid lane, okay? That is to say, where are the jungle camps? Where is my jungler? Where is the enemy jungler? Can I take jungle camps? Can I take top lane? Can I take mid lane? So since I see Nunu going bot lane, I just go and clear all jungle top side, then pick up mid wave, then get my shield. And that way, next push that we're gonna do is gonna be very good for me, because I'm gonna have 100% crit rate. I'm gonna pick in shield. Now another reason that I'm not playing runas here, and I love runas, I really do love that item, is because I don't feel confident on my ability to guide properly using the 4% extra move speed and the runas ball. Maybe in the future, or maybe when I'm losing a match, I'm gonna consider going runas, because that helps you defend from Baron very good. But right now I don't have to deal with that. And on top of that, Shilbo gives me extra damage, right? To be able to burst down targets faster. Inferno, on the other hand, increases your kiting abilities, your kiting power is so good, but like I said, I'm not confident on that. Auto attack, Graviton Q, Severum auto attack, Severum Q, following up, Severum auto attack, they're gone. As you can tell, it's not crazy stuff, right? Like, I'm not doing crazy combos, I'm not doing crazy kiting. I just play my early game, mindful, knowing what I need to focus on, knowing what I have to, how I punish my enemies. And out of that, I managed to kill them and perform properly, right? So that way, I am being able to secure these games and win them. If you have any questions about the game, if you have any questions about the build, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm always happy to answer more questions about the game. Also, if you want to see this stream, we stream daily besides Saturday, which is priority. And yeah, I hope that I can see you in this painful, very painful run in NA with 140 ping. But nonetheless, very insightful to keep learning and improving macro-wise, at least. Okay? So thank you all for watching. You can always support me with memberships, with subs, with tips, stickers, super chats, or yeah, any of that, or donations too. Thank you. As you can tell, last thing on here, Emerald promoted Emerald 1. Lovely. I look at my win rate, by the way. I do not have positive win rate, okay? That is gonna change though. Don't worry about it. I'm getting used. I'm finally getting used to this. 21, 20 kills, 1 death. out of my 23 kills from my team, I did 20. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye bye.